confusion is that accountability and responsibility are considered the same. That is to say, accountability and responsibility are often used interchangeably, or as synonyms, even more often, lump the two together as the same. However, realistically, these words have distinct meanings and characteristics that separate them and their roles. Therefore, the best way to describe accountability and responsibility is by understanding what duty and responsibility are. This understanding will help us to clarify the distinct meanings and characteristics that separate them and their roles. We have no choice but to engage in activities by discharging our duties and responsibilities by making choices for survival. Even disengaging in duties and responsibilities in itself is a choice. For example, in some situations, we have no choice but to adhere to the laws of a country as a member of society. But on the other hand, these codes enable us to maintain peace and harmony in the community, all equally applicable regardless of our whereabouts. Therefore, it is essential to understand that, irrespective of our choices, there are always bound to be challenging moments while executing such duties and responsibilities. Let us examine the reason that prevents us from understanding the role of duty from a practical aspect. Let's take a practical situation that most of us have faced in situations when we are confused and unsure how to overcome life's challenges. In those challenging moments, we ask the question within ourselves, what am I supposed to do? Then, we often muddle through the confusion and use whatever justifications the mind can think up to determine the best course of action. The framing of such a question itself is reactive. The ego, the I, me and myself syndrome, based on the question, what am I? The I is predominant, and at the same time, the word what creates doubt in the mind of the self's ability to mitigate the situation. Further, this self-centered nature prevents us from understanding the situation holistically. Therefore, we muddle up and are confused, leading to a stressful situation. Let us now revamp the question, what am I supposed to do, with how I can resolve the problem. As you can notice in the two phrases, the word what is now replaced with how. Next, the two words am I are replaced with can I. Finally, supposed to do is replaced by the phrase resolve the problem. As mentioned in the first phrase, I represent the ego, which is reactive. It is like saying, what do you want me to do? It is not my problem, or implying that there is nothing I can do. In other words, disowning the responsibility by not attending to the situation indicates that the person is reacting. On the other hand, the second phrase is considered as proactively responding to the situation. That is to say, the person is looking at the situation as a concern, holistically, and seeking help from others to mitigate the concern. Further, the letter I, present in the second phrase, is now seen as we. Therefore, there is no room for the ego. Based on the scenarios, the subtle difference between duty and responsibility is now apparent. The first phrase shows no evidence of duty, accountability, or responsibility. Whereas in the second sentence, the two roles are very apparent. The person took the burden, that is the responsibility, which is, I in this case, to understand the situation holistically and discharge their duty rightfully by escalating for help.